Good Thursday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to tonight's top stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window on this Thursday. And yeah, we did see some blue sky at times today. Not a whole lot of it though. We had that deep cloud cover and inversion today above that blue sky, but most of us did have mostly cloudy conditions today. Beautiful shot though, with just a dusting of snow on the Cascades. And as we take a look at the rest of our week and into the weekend, Veterans Day, it's going to be a chilly one, mostly cloudy. We could even see an isolated flurry tomorrow afternoon. And then for the weekend, yeah, things warm up a little bit, upper 30s to lower 40s into next week, and we're going to stay with these unseasonably cool temperatures. And I'll have your complete north central Washington weather forecast coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. A 29-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of vehicular assault after allegedly running over his mother early this morning outside Moses Lake. A 69-year-old pastor and counselor is in jail on $1 million bond after two other men accused him of sexually molesting them. And a man convicted in a brutal Wenatchee murder will be resentenced next month. But first, our top story tonight. A 33-year-old Spokane man was killed last night in a head-on collision outside Quincy. The Grant County Sheriff's Office said Justin Evans was driving a 2021 Toyota 4Runner east on Road 5 Northwest near White Trail Road. It was about 8:40 p.m. when he crossed the center line and collided with a semi. The Sheriff's Office said it's unclear why the 4Runner crossed the center line, and the cause of the accident remains under investigation. The 45-year-old Spokane Valley man driving the semi was not injured. Meanwhile, a 29-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of vehicular assault after allegedly running over his mother early this morning outside Moses Lake. The Grant County Sheriff's Office said they believe Raymond Lee Serber of Moses Lake was drunk at the time. The incident on Harris Road Northeast near the intersection with Alma Road Northeast was reported about 2 a.m. 42-year-old Cheryl Lee Hall was airlifted to Central Washington Hospital in Wenatchee with significant leg, head, and extremity injuries. Deputy Kyle Foreman said investigators haven't yet been able to have a coherent conversation with Server about what happened. He said Hall was hit about 2 miles from where she and Server live. Foreman said there is front end and windshield damage to Server's vehicle. A 69-year-old pastor and counselor is in jail on $1 million bond after two other men accused him of sexually molesting them, sometimes while they were asleep or otherwise unable to consent. Wenatchee police arrested Michael Edward Wilson on Tuesday. Wilson was the leader of a Bible study group that met at his Sunny Slope home. The alleged victims were members of the study group, both men in their 20s. Chelan County prosecutors are considering charges of second and third degree rape as well as second degree attempted rape. Both the alleged victims told police Wilson sexually assaulted them between 2020 and this year. Police said Wilson admitted to sexual contact with both men, but he characterized it as consensual or advertent. Wilson previously worked as a youth pastor and as an academic intervention specialist in the Wenatchee School District. The prosecutor's office has until November 14th to file charges. Well, a man convicted in a brutal Wenatchee murder will be resentenced next month, but conditions won't change for Michael Randall Lauderdale, who beat 21-year-old Jeremy Wood to death with a baseball bat in 1994. Lauderdale, who's now 47, is serving life without parole at Airway Heights Correctional Center for aggravated murder. Last year, the Washington Supreme Court ordered Lauderdale's resentencing, saying because he was 19 when he committed the crime, his youth should be considered as a mitigating factor. On Friday, Chelan County Judge Travis Brandt said, given the brutality of that murder, the original sentence is appropriate. He scheduled Lauderdale's sentencing hearing for December 1st. Well, when we come back, a Chelan teenager must spend 5 days in detention and a year on probation for littering an East Wenatchee school with nude images. The cities of Wenatchee and East Wenatchee are holding an open house next week to talk about 2 areas that have been set aside for people living in vehicles. Federal wildland agencies have again begun studying whether to reintroduce grizzly bears to the North Cascades. And Wenatchee's annual Veterans Day Parade will begin at 10:30 a.m. Friday at Wells Fargo Bank. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCW Life Evening News.
Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa has hot tubs in stock now. Spas are scientifically proven to improve sleep and ease arthritis pain. Let us help you find the perfect spa today. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa is helping families reconnect, one hot tub at a time.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Welcome back. And in other news, a Chelan teenager must spend 5 days in detention and a year on probation for littering an East Wenatchee school with nude images of another teen. Her mother, who allegedly participated in the crime last March, is still awaiting trial. The 15-year-old girl pleaded guilty yesterday in Douglas County Juvenile Court to a gross misdemeanor charge of disclosing intimate images. East Wenatchee police say the girl and her mother, 48-year-old Amanda Sue Austin, entered Eastmont Junior High and distributed printed nude photos of a former student throughout the school. The incident arose from a feud Austin's daughter allegedly had with the victim. Now the girl must have no contact with the victim for a year and serve 96 hours of community service. Amanda Austin still faces felony charges of distributing explicit images of a minor and second-degree burglary. Her trial date will be set later this month. Well, the cities of Wenatchee and East Wenatchee are holding an open house next week to talk about 2 areas that have been set aside for people living in vehicles. The 2 sites, one off South Wenatchee Avenue and the other off Omi Garden Road near Highway 97A, are intended as temporary and safe places for people living in RVs and other vehicles. The cities and Wenatchee Rescue Mission, which has been contracted to operate those parks, will talk about the safe parks on Tuesday, November 15th from 5:15 p.m. to 6:15 p.m. in the Wenatchee City Council chambers at City Hall on Yakima Street. The City of Wenatchee says entry into the parks is coordinated by outreach teams and the Wenatchee and East Wenatchee Police Departments. They are designed as temporary safe places for those transitioning to permanent housing, and they include fencing, portable toilets, and a dumpster. Federal wildland agencies have again begun studying whether to reintroduce grizzly bears to the North Cascades. An earlier plan to restore the great bear to its former native range in central Washington was withdrawn by the Trump administration in 2020, citing opposition from local landholders. Now the National Park Service and U.S. Fish and Wildlife are restarting the years-long environmental impact study that could pave the way for the grizzlies' return. The process requires public input, and Congressman Dan Newhouse, whose district includes much of the North Cascades Range, is asking citizens to get involved. Virtual town hall meetings are scheduled starting at noon Tuesday, and residents can also give their input online at parkplanning.nps.gov. Well, Wenatchee's annual Veterans Day Parade will begin at 10:30 a.m. Friday at Wells Fargo Bank on North Chelan Avenue before making its way to Memorial Park for an 11 a.m. ceremony and 21-gun salute. Organized by the local American Legion unit and Veterans of Foreign Wars, the parade then will leave the park, go east onto Orondo Avenue, then north on Mission Street and back to the Wells Fargo Bank. Make sure you bundle up. It's going to be a chilly one. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Raising a family may have seemed overwhelming to your parents, but they weren't. Coach, teacher, life guide, caregiver. Family takes care of family. And as the circle of life continues, you now are their caregiver. It may seem overwhelming, but we're here to help you find the support services necessary so you can provide quality care to your elders.
Call Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington at 1-800-572-4459.
The holiday season is coming up quick, and life can get hectic. Let Merry Maids help simplify yours. You expect a lot, and Merry Maids delivers more. They'll make your home or business sparkle for holiday parties, special events, and family gatherings. They'll customize the cleaning to fit your needs and your budget. Merry Maids are cleaning experts. They're licensed, bonded, and insured. Best of all, your satisfaction is always guaranteed. Visit online, merrymaids.com, and call for a free estimate. Then you can relax. It's done.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. The Wenatchee Valley Senior Activities Center's annual holiday craft fair is this Saturday and coincides with the center's Christmas cottage. In tonight's feature story, Senior Center Director Dave Tosh says it's a great opportunity to gather and kick off the holiday season.
Want to have everybody in our community throughout the valley come to the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activities Center on Saturday, November the 12th, to celebrate the grand opening of our Christmas cottage for the season and our craft fair. Our 25th annual craft fair will take place on Saturday, November the 12th. We're opening at 9 a.m. and until 3. The store will remain open until 4. Got to come out and join us. There's going to be plenty of parking. The weather's going to be great. And looking forward to kicking off a great Christmas season with our Christmas cottage, where I'm at right now. You can find all kinds of vintage items that people have had for years and have just donated them to us throughout the year. And everything that's Christmassy. I mean, anything you can imagine associated with Christmas is in this room. And the room will continually be stocked so that all the shelves will be full. And just want to welcome everybody out. As a part of the craft fair, we're going to have vendors in the senior center proper and also at Foothills Middle School. We will have food from 11 to 1 through our kitchen. We're going to have raffle prizes. Each of the vendors donate a raffle prize, and then we make a little bit of money off of that. But a lot of socializing goes on at these events. People see their old friends, and we're just really excited to get this thing going again. After 3 years, we're really excited about this.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope your Thursday was a good one. Look at this beautiful shot from our Sky-Fi Tower camera up at Lake Wenatchee. Beautiful snow-covered mountains up that way. Here's Kaler Glen Golf Course. Some snow on the ground there, but some blue skies there. And up above, yeah, most locations, Mission Ridge did have sunshine, and we stayed on the cloudy side today. And boy, that really kept our temperature down. 32, our unofficial high temperature today, well below where we should be for this time of year at 46. Kind of reason why we started off at 19 degrees this morning. It was one of the colder temperatures we've seen going back to last winter. 32 is our normal low. We almost tied a record. 15, our record low set in 1986. Sunrise this morning, 6:58. And the sun set this afternoon at 4:31. Taking a look at what we can expect on your Friday. Temperatures will be a little bit cooler tomorrow, Veterans Day, and happy Veterans Day to all you folks that did serve our country. It's going to be a cold one tomorrow. I mentioned it earlier. If you're heading out to the parade tomorrow morning, bundle up. 36 for Moses Lake and Ephrata, 34 in Quincy, and then cooler as we go back to the west. Wenatchee 32, 32s all the way up the Highway 97 corridor into Omak, also at the freezing mark for high temperatures tomorrow. Taking a look at tonight, we can expect increasing clouds. There is just this little area of low pressure that kind of nudged its way into our high pressure ridge, and that will bring some clouds our way. We're going to continue to see increasing clouds overnight, and then just cloudy skies for our Veterans Day. Isolated flurries. The Weather Service not talking about it much, but this weather model showing that band of flurries right over us, so not going to rule it out tomorrow. Cold with highs in the low 30s. For Saturday then, kicking off our weekend, the area of low pressure slides to the south. That will allow high pressure to move in, and that'll warm us up a bit for Saturday with highs kicking off our weekend in the upper 30s. Getting you into Sunday, mostly sunny. It's going to be a fair day. It's still going to be below normal, but we will see highs into the low 40s. Kicking off our next work week, mostly sunny skies. We'll stay seasonably cool here in north central Washington. High temperatures right around that 40-degree mark. And boy, not much change as we get you into Tuesday and even the end of our forecast on Wednesday. Sunny and fair on Tuesday. Highs once again staying pretty consistent into those low 40s. And then as we get you into Wednesday, partly cloudy, still cool. High temperatures, very quiet weather right around 40 degrees. Let's take a look now at that 7-day forecast. Tonight will drop down to a very chilly 22 degrees, 32 tomorrow, not ruling out an isolated flurry or two, 39 on Saturday, 41 for Sunday, and we will stay consistent with our temperatures and our weather conditions. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny Monday through Wednesday, high temperatures generally between 40 and 42, with low temperatures in the mid-20s. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
The NCWLIFE channel offers marketing packages that help you build your brand and sell your products and services. From traditional TV ads to targeted digital campaigns, let us help you build your customer base. Call NCWLIFE channel today.
And now it's a sports update. on the NCW Life channel.
And a happy Thursday. Wenatchee soccer season came to a sudden end in Spokane yesterday in the first round of the WIAA State 4A playoffs. Gonzaga Prep's Ava Felice scored 2 goals as the 4th-seeded Bullpups eliminated the visiting 13th-seeded Panthers 4-0. G Prep advances to the quarterfinals to face Woodinville, who upset Sumner 2-1 in the first round. Jess Lizotte had 2 goals and 3 assists to lead West Valley in a 7-0 blowout of Lewis and Clark. Rams advanced to face Kamiakin Saturday at Lamson Stadium in the quarterfinals at 11 a.m. Tonasket advanced in the state 1B-2B tournament with a 1-0 win over Adna last night. Tigers will face St. George's Saturday with the location and time of that quarterfinal game to be determined. Okanagan will face Cle Roslyn in Saturday's quarterfinals. That'll be here at Leiboftel Field of the Apple Bowl after the Warriors edged Davenport yesterday. 1-0 kickoff Saturday is set for noon. Well, the long road began at 8 o'clock this morning for a couple local teams playing in the WIAA State 1B volleyball tournament. Mosaic Christian defeated Columbia Adventist 3-1 to advance, and after the morning round, the Lions won 23-25, 25-22, 25-16, and 25-22. They were to face Nacelle in the quarterfinals. We'll have the results tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Waterville-Mansfield's stay at the State 1B tournament was short-lived as the Shockers fell in 3 games to Orcas Island, 25-22, 21-16. Their season comes to an end. Daniette dropped its first-round match to Northport, 25-12, 10, and 18. The Tigers will have to come through the consolation bracket with a match against either Grace Academy or Mossy Rock. That's coming up tonight at 6:35. Manson was the only local team to win its first-round match of the State 2B tournament, also happening in the Sundome. Trojans defeated Walla Walla Valley Academy this morning, 25-16, 25-14, 25-20. To advance to the quarterfinals, they are facing Liberty for a chance to get to the semis. Liberty advanced to face Manson by downing Brewster 3-1. Brewsters fell 25-15, 17. They won the third game 25-16, but then fell in the fourth 26-24. Brewster was trying to stay alive this afternoon against Walla Walla Valley Academy. Also, Okanagan is in the consolation bracket after falling in 3 straight to LaConner, 25-20, 23-17. The Bulldogs were facing Goldendale in the consolation bracket this afternoon. Again, we'll have updates for you tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Meanwhile, the Afraid Tigers play for the District 5-6 2A championship. That's tonight against Ellensburg. First serve will be at 7 o'clock with the winner advancing to state. Loser will drop to the consolation crossover games and a last chance of making to the state tournament. Prior to Ephrata and Ellensburg, it'll be Prosser and Sela. In a loser-out game, the winner advances to the crossover round Saturday and a last chance to make it to state. Well, we'll have hockey here tonight on the NCW Life channel. The Wenatchee Wild take on the Merritt Centennials in BCHL play at Town Toyota Center. The game featured the debut of the new voice of the Wild, Austin Drade, as Wenatchee jumped out to an early lead.
Caught up at the red line, Berger gets it to Stefanik. Gets it back to Berger, left-handed chance, great chance, wrapper run in front, they score! Berger feeding Stefanik, and the Wild are on the board first, it's 1-0 of Eric Soli. Played on the near goal line, fed out front, one-timer, they score! Wild out front for Parker Murray, up top, Wild up 2-0. Underway here in Wenatchee. Wild lead this one 2-0. Back to full strength as well, and right off the bat, a shot from the left wing face-off dot, and the Centennials score to cut this one to a 2-1 lead. Picks up Parker Murray instead, and the Wild with a chance to rush through. 4-on-3 if they stay ahead. Looking for Somoza, drags it to forehand side, back to the forehanded deke, and he scores! Somoza right in front to the far post. The glove side, and to the scoreboard, it's 3-1 from Patella. Driving it in, right on the doorstep, Shara got it turned aside, slamming the door, they tuck it in and score. Second chance goal, and that is not Patella, it is Ryan Spinelli.
Yeah, that was quite the game. By the way, you can watch the whole thing starting at 7 o'clock tonight here on the NCW Life channel. Meanwhile, Wenatchee's back on the ice at home tomorrow night in the first of 3 consecutive home games. Victoria comes to town on Proud to Be an American night, presented by Stetner Construction Group. The first 1,000 fans will receive a souvenir water bottle. There's also $5 draft beers throughout the contest. Puck drops at 7:05. Saturday is Military Appreciation Night, presented by CMI Orchards, as the Wild host the West Kelowna Warriors at 6:05. First 1,000 and fans will receive a free drawstring bag. In addition, all veterans and military members get in for free. Go to WenatcheeWild.com for more information and on how to get your tickets. Well, if there is any question about whether there would be a popularity for the NFL in Europe, those questions were answered prior to the Seahawks and Buccaneers meeting in Munich on Sunday. According to the NFL, 3 million ticket requests were received for 67,000 seats at Allianz Stadium for Sunday's league debut in Germany. It will be a unique experience for both teams, but none more than Seahawks linebacker Aaron Donker. He was born and raised in Germany and is on Seattle's practice squad as part of the NFL's International Player Pathway program.
Man, I think God just set this up, and I'm right in the middle of it. And the beautiful thing is, it's not about me. It's about everybody who's just enjoying and part of this journey to bring football overseas. And I hope that, we inspire a person to follow this beautiful game of football. The Germans, they're going to do their thing, They're great hosts. They've been preparing. The one thing they can't, just organizing and making sure everything is set up. And it's going to be a party. It's going to be... I already know. They're excited, and it's going to be a Super Bowl in every sense of the word.
Noah Fant says he and his teammates are looking forward to the cultural experience of being in Germany.
Just everyday life, honestly. Like I said, I've really only been on this side of the world, so just seeing how people move around out there and live life, and obviously their architecture and stuff might be a little bit different. So I'm looking forward to just kind of sightseeing a little bit and seeing their ways and the food and all that stuff. So I think it'll be a lot of fun for me and our whole team. So.
Now, the challenge is not just the 10-hour flight to get there in a different country. Linebacker Jordan Brooks says, they need to remember that it is a business trip.
I think that's where you got to be a professional. Obviously it's going to be exciting to go to a different country, see different things, see different people, eat different food. But you got to find that balance to, still prepare, because we're coming to play a football game. And so it's just being a professional and finding that balance.
Seahawks and Buccaneers kick off at 6:35 Sunday morning. The game broadcast on the NFL Network, and thanks to a viewer, thank you very much, ma'am, for calling and saying, hey, it's also on CBS in Seattle, so that's Channel 7. That's a look at sports news. Grant, back to you.
Thanks a bunch, Eric. Let's take another check now of your 7-day forecast before I let you go. And it's going to be a cool one if you're heading to the Veterans Day parade tomorrow morning. Yeah, even chillier than today. Cloudy, possible flurry or two on Friday with a high of 32. And then our weather gets very quiet and very consistent as we get into the upcoming weekend. Mostly sunny for both Saturday and Sunday, upper 30s to low 40s. And then we'll stay with some sunshine and a few clouds Wednesday, with temperatures Monday through Wednesday between 40 and 42 degrees. Now let's check in with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thank you very much, Grant. On the next edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, Tom Nees, serve Wenatchee Valley. We're talking about baskets of blessings, all kinds of cool stuff on the agenda with you, Tom, isn't it?
I look forward to chatting with you.
Tom Nees, boy, I tell you, he's just glib, isn't he? You just can't get the guy to shut up. Tom Nees on the next edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley from Serve Wenatchee Valley. We're valleying all over the place, folks. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, guys. And that'll do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at NCWLIFE.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@NCWLIFE.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for being with us, and have a great night.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
You don't have to be a member to enjoy the view and dine in style at Highlander Bar and Grill, located in East Wenatchee. Highlander Golf Course has added 2 state-of-the-art full swing simulators. Food and drink service is available from our full-service bar and grill, offering breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Indoor and outdoor seating available. Call Shalane, our on-site coordinator, to schedule your special event.